Morning, I'm Will Whitfield, and this is the 3-minute warning where we talk about almost everything, but we have just 3 minutes. Today I want to talk about the importance of education. Education solves so many problems that our society faces, but is often overlooked by so many people. Many of our hot button issues regarding religion, sex, politics, racial tensions, finances, diet and health, and so on could be so much easier to deal with if only you and I would take the time to learn the facts about the issues. One reason this doesn't always seem important is that as school children, we learn to hate learning. Many people graduate high school or college and their intentional learning ends at that point. Another reason is that consumerism has dulled people's senses. Companies aren't giving us what we need, but rather they're giving us what we want based on what we're willing to pay. We expect that television and social media will tell us the truth instead of giving us their bias. Some websites are out there to purposefully give out misinformation. Other sites are actually satire sites that occasionally are taken seriously. Before sharing anything, please check your sources and read the small print. For my fellow Christians, this is especially important. If you understand my words, then it's rather likely that neither ancient Hebrew nor Greek are your native languages. These are the languages that the Bible was written. These are also the cultures from which the Bible was written. It has been said that the Bible cannot be simply read, but that it must be studied. A lot of favorite scriptures are quoted with distorted meanings because people are reading them in a translated language and usually don't read them for context. In preparing to talk about education, I wanted to cite an often quoted scripture stating, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." Often this verse is used before someone shares little known facts that they believe the audience has never heard before. However, when I read it for context, in Hosea chapter 4, I saw that it was saying that God's people perish because they do not have knowledge of Him. God was sending a message to the priests in Israel of how they refused to remember and keep God's law, and thus the people didn't know God either. Let this be an encouragement to hold our leaders in any setting responsible for being knowledgeable about what they do. After all, who wants to follow an ignorant, misguided leader? That's my time. Before you go, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and support us on Patreon. Peace and blessings.